culture in Mandya. Hello and welcome to News 9. I'm Nishchita, and first up, the big news just coming in. Inventor of borewell robot Manikandan reaches Bijapur. Manikandan heading to borewell site. Manikandan's device recently helped in the successful rescue of 4-year-old Harshan in Tamil Nadu. In fact, a plumber in Madurai, Manikandan has developed this robot that can save little children trapped in borewells. The invention was made earlier this year by this 41-year-old man, Manikandan, and he has been brought in to Bijapur and he was flown to Bijapur. He had rescued a 3-year-old child, Harshan, in one of the similar incidents in Tamil Nadu as well. We understand that this particular device that Manikandan talks about is a hand-operated simple device. It has a built-in camera that streams images from the depth where the child is stuck in any given operation, and the operator of this device can maneuver the robot's arms to lift the child, which can help in rescuing as many children getting stuck in these deep borewells. In fact, over the last 5 years, reports suggest that 6 children have lost their lives in abandoned borewells in Tamil Nadu alone. And keeping these statistics in mind, Manikandan has come up with this device. And now the Karnataka rescue officials are taking the help of Manikandan to rescue 4-year-old Akshita. This is a hand-operated device. The operator will have to maneuver the device using the footage that comes in from a camera installed in the device. And based on the maneuvering, the child can be rescued. The child can be pulled up using this robot. Well, in fact, the inventor of the borewell robot, Manikandan, has reached Bijapur, and he has been brought in through air from Tamil Nadu to Bijapur. My colleague Harish joins us with more details on this. Well, Harish, you were in talks with experts just a while back. If you can just briefly tell us how exactly this device works.
Well, this is a robot that has successfully managed to rescue a few people, especially a 4-year-old who was stuck in a similar condition in Tamil Nadu. He was rescued. So he has been, Manikandan has been now almost airlifted from Tamil Nadu. A chopper was sent and he has now landed in Bijapur, and he is assembling all his robots over there. This robot tries to, has an extension like a human arm. It goes down the particular borewell, then it will try and grab hold of a body part of either the hand or the leg. That's what it usually does. And there's almost a net or a protection layer kind of a thing that comes in, and there's also a balloon below the child to make sure that it doesn't drop down, and then he is usually lifted. The victim is usually lifted. But in this case, it will be interesting to see if this will actually work, because remember, the conditions are different. The body position is also different. In this particular case, we understand that this 4-year-old girl has fallen head first into this borewell, and also the NDRF cameras that went inside the borewell have seen quite a bit of soil that has caved in. So will this robot brought in from Tamil Nadu, will it be feasible in this condition? Will it be able to work and rescue this 4-year-old Akshita is the question now. But nevertheless, there are this is a multi-pronged rescue operation that is underway by the state government and the local district administration. As we speak, the NDRF and other local fire and emergency service personnel are going ahead with their excavation. They are likely to dig at least a parallel well of 35 feet, then dig a horizontal tunnel of another few feet, and then reach the victim who is stuck roughly around 40 feet. That's what we are learning now. And at the same time, this robot will also be put to use, and it will also try and grab the baby and pull it up. So there are various rescue measures being put in place, but the big question is, with no sound heard, with no major indication coming in that she is conscious. Now the worries are increasing with each passing minute and hour, Nishita.
This challenge that seems is the fact that the child is heads down. Well, stay with us, Harish, on the phone line. We'll come back to you for more details. Well, this particular device that is that might be used to rescue Akshata, although the efficiency of this device, considering Akshata's position, the number of hours that she has been stuck in, the fact that she has not been responding, there is absolutely no noise, no communication from the child. She has not cried in the last several hours, or the recent, the only indication that she might be alive is the fact that several hours ago her hand movement was supposedly recorded in the camera that was dropped in, that was dropped down in this borewell in Nagatana village, and now Manikandan has come in as the ray of hope for the family members as well as the rescue officials in Bijapur. Manikandan is a man from Tamil Nadu. He's a 41-year-old plumber by profession, but looking at the numerous instances of children losing their lives, falling into these deep pits, Manikandan has come out with this simple device. It's a hand-operated device. It has a camera built in, and this particular camera, it streams the images from the depth. The operator can maneuver the robot's arms to lift the child, and the arms will grab hold of any part of the child, the hands, the limbs, or the head, and pull up the child. But what is tricky in this situation is the fact that Akshata has fallen heads down for over 20 hours now, for close to a day now. Her body has been in the inverted position, which can prove to be quite disastrous for the little one. Although oxygen is being provided to her, there is no communication as such. She is not responding, and there is no crying that can be heard from the little child as well. Whether she's unconscious is not known. Whether she's still breathing is also not known. However, the officials doing all they can to rescue the daughter of Hanumanta and Savitri, little 4-year-old Akshata. Well, in fact, this is the rescue operations. Even as we speak, the rescue personnel who is digging right at the bottom of the pit and in regular intervals is measuring the depth that they have gone in to match the depth of where Akshata really is. It is being said that Akshata is at a depth of almost 40 feet. And the parallel pit that is being dug by the officials has reached 35, in fact reached 35 a couple of hours ago, but getting past the last 2-3 feet is becoming quite a challenge for the officials, considering that they have encountered a very, very rocky terrain. There are huge boulders at that depth, and that is what is making the officials, that is what is making the entire rescue operation difficult for the officials. Speaking of Manikandan, who will now be assisting in these rescue operations, he is a junior faculty of plumbing at TVS Community College in Tamil Nadu, and now he has become a hero of sorts in Tamil Nadu because he helped in rescuing one 3-year-old Harshan a couple of months back. And now his device in fact made national headlines as this particular robot can be the solution to the hundreds of open borewells across the country that are constantly claiming lives. In fact, in the state of Tamil Nadu alone, we understand that in the last 1 year, 6 children have lost their lives, which is not a pretty number at all. In fact, and Manikandan came up with this device keeping in mind the number of children losing their lives, and he has also successfully used this device. But will it be successful in rescuing Akshata is something that we have to wait and watch. Well, surely the family members, the residents, the well-wishers, the friends, the rescue personnel, everyone hoping against hope that Akshata is rescued, if not through the normal method of digging a parallel pit and then digging a horizontal pit to reach Akshata, if not through that method, at least through the method that is employed by Manikandan. But whether it will be successful in Akshata's case, who has fallen head first, is something that is not known at the moment. And the family members have been stationed at the site of rescue operations since yesterday and have been crying inconsolably as their little girl has been stuck inside. She is not responding to any of the cries. She is in fact extremely deep to begin with. Secondly, because of the lack of oxygen in the first few hours, she might have fallen unconscious. Also the fact that she fell head first. If she did receive a few injuries, maybe she has fallen unconscious. The fact that there is a blood rush of sorts to her head, her brain will also be affecting her consciousness. And now that it's been close to 20 hours, she might be in a very, very difficult state as well. But now the ray of hope for these family members is the fact that Manikandan has arrived. Manikandan's device, in fact, had recently helped in the successful rescue of 4-year-old Harshan, who was trapped in a borewell in Sankaranakoil in Tamil Nadu. But the success rate of this particular device that Manikandan has invented is not 100%. While it was successful in rescuing 4-year-old Harshan, it was unsuccessful in rescuing 18-month-old Sujit, who had fallen into a borewell in Tiruvannamalai. In fact, it is said that it was unable to grip the hands of the baby. Well, this is a graphic representation of a device similar to what Manikandan uses. In this particular case, there is a mesh of sorts that is put around the baby, and then the baby is lifted. All through there is a camera that looks at the development, that gives inputs about the developments, down how many ever feet the child is in. And we can see this is the way this particular device functions, but this is a graphic representation of a device that is very, very similar to that of Manikandan. Well, there we have it. This is how it works. Finally, when the baby is lifted, there is a balance of sorts that the baby gets from a balloon-like device under the baby, placed under the baby. But once again, reiterating the fact here that Akshata has fallen head first. And in the previous instance, this particular device has been unsuccessful in rescuing an 18-month-old child. This device has been unsuccessful for the fact that it could not grip the hands of the baby, the hands or legs of the baby, and that is what made it unsuccessful. But in that case, it was an 18-month-old child. Probably the hands and legs were too small for the device to hold on to. But in this case, once again, it's a 4-year-old child, but she has fallen headfirst. So will the officials be successful in rescuing Akshata using this device invented by Manikandan? And it's also it is a hand-operated device, and the person who's operating this device should maneuver it very, very carefully, should keep a close eye on the developments inside the borewell using the camera that is fitted to the device. Well, the borewell robot took years of work to come to its present shape, is what we understand as per reports. From a 4-foot long weighing 20 kg device to a 9-foot long robot that used an air piston and